Hello everybody, welcome to Griever's Den, and here I came across another robot that I wanted to talk about, this one involving UBTech Robotics. Let's see here. So UBTech was established in 2012. In 2013, the first small robot, the Alpha 1S, was announced with sales topping at 2 million yuan, or roughly $330,000 by 2014. It was marketed as a social and interactive tech toy, which stood at 40 centimeters or 15.75 inches tall. In 2016, UBTech displayed 540 robots dancing in unison at the Spring Festival Gala in China, spreading their name worldwide overnight, and sales surged to over 300 million yuan, roughly $45 million for that year. This set a spectacular new record for the most dancing robots simultaneously, according to Guinness World Records. By December of 2023, they made their entrance into the Hong Kong Stock Exchange as a humanoid robot company. And by 2025, the humanoid robot Walker S2 was beginning mass production for shipping, with cumulative orders exceeding 800 million yuan, or $110 million, with companies like BYD, Foxconn, Geely, and Airbus being at the front of the lines as early investors. These companies are giants in the transportation department, wherein their leading exports are automotive and aeronautics. They make cars and planes, basically. So you can see why they'd be so interested in robot integration with their manufacturing processes. Their future ambition aims at 5,000 units for 2026 and 10,000 for 2027, with each Walker 2S robot costing a whopping $63,000. However, they do aim for the next generation Walker 3S to estimate about $22,700 per unit. But this is all industrial use case. Why would I bother talking about robots meant for factories? Well, because once upon a time, UBTech was considering jumping into the humanoid market with their own skin synth unit. In my wanderings of the World Wide Web, I came across Una, a humanoid robot with human-like skin and features that was unveiled at UBTech at the Leap Tech conference in Saudi Arabia back in February of 2025. According to an article written by Vincent Wen of Yanko Design, Una's design philosophy centers on creating humanoid form that is approachable and relatable, essential for roles requiring extensive interaction, made from soft silicone and other composite materials. Una's appearance and texture are lifelike, ensuring her adaptability across diverse service settings. So all this to say, they wanted to lessen that effect of an uncanny valley when interacting with her. From what I was able to gather, her mechanical movements revolved around expressive facial features and articulated arms. I haven't been able to find any footage of her fine motor skills, so she was static for the most part, only smiling and politely waving at the crowd and speaking, of course. However, UBTech says the robot excels at nonverbal communication. One of its standout features is its emotional intelligence, facilitated with state-of-the-art sensors and natural language processing. Her details are lost on me since I haven't been able to dig up any details. It seems her existence was short-lived. UBTech is not currently featuring Una in their catalog. It seems to be a one-off they wanted to use to test the waters of the bionic embodied robot market, because I haven't been able to find a whole lot about her anywhere. It seems odd that they would put so much effort into her, though, going as far as including AI software, cameras, and other sensors into her form. I mean, not least of all, any expressive facial actuators. So it could be something they plan to further enhance through R&D, and maybe they'll actually make a consumer-friendly bionic embodied robot. UBTech is no small company after all. They're one of the giants in the robotics industry, with a market cap at around $7.9 billion. And they already have Walker robots as their spearheads, carving away at the industrial market, but what about the consumer market? At the end of February 2025, China's capital launched Beijing World of Robots, the first ever forest store for AI embodied robots. UBTech is one of the first residents to lead a showroom in this store. Forest stands for Sales, Service, Spare Parts, and Surveys, by the way. According to China Daily, let's see here. The Robot Forest store will feature an area of scenario-based demonstration and immersive interactions, offering customers a hands-on experience with the product capabilities in real-life settings. Meanwhile, the facility will boast a nationwide rapid response parts supply network and a professional support team for robot maintenance, assembly, and repair. The world's first forest store for humanoid robots, or Robot Mall, opened in Yishuang Development Area, also known as Beijing's E-Town, in southern Beijing on August 8th of 2025, coinciding with the start of the 2025 World Robot Conference, WRC. Together with a neighboring robot-themed restaurant, the high-tech venue showed the application of humanoid robots in daily life. I have no doubt that if they decide to invest into the bionic embodied robots, they'd be, firstly, hella expensive, but also secondly, hella convincing as companion humanoid robots. They have the money, they have the technology, but do they have the heart? Can they imbue an AI with a soul and embody it within a synthetic skin that to us normies can socialize with on a regular basis? Another appliance isn't necessary. How about a communicative friend that will just be chill with us?